This is JW, and I'm here about to install a voltmeter that I picked up off of eBay onto my Canon Spyder RT, and I already have a USB port on one side, and I'm going to put the voltmeter on the other side because my gauges were a little bit inaccurate. So I just made the decision to go ahead and install this meter. So here it says it's marked, if you can see that, it's marked for volt. So I'm going to go ahead and attempt to unbox it. The plastic, I guess, had a little damage from the mail. Pull it out. I'm going to connect the red to the positive terminal that's in the bike, and the black goes to ground, of course, and the yellow we're going to leave that off. At least I am anyway. The gauge I'm going to replace the 2012 RT. This is the temperature gauge. Like I said, I've already replaced the fuel gauge, which was over here, and what I did was I put in a USB port on this side. So all I have to do is remove these 4 screws here and remove the back. And like I said, I'm going to put attachments to the other meter so it can easily plug and play into the existing wiring that's on the bike. As you can see, I took out the screws. They are torque screws, small. I do not know the actual measurement of the screw handle, but I use one of these small drill drivers to take the 4 screws out. And so next we will disengage the dash trim. We're going to have to turn the handlebars all the way to your right or to the left, and we're going to gently pull this part out, and the wiring. Here are the wires we're going to be working with today. This is the positive wire that went to the gauge. This is the ground wire, which will go in the middle of this as well. So we're going to hook our new gauge up accordingly. So now we have removed this piece. Here we are. We have our new meter, and here it is right here. It's a digital meter, and it's a voltmeter that we're going to put on the other side. I put some connector protector on the new ends that I put. This is the ground wire on the black. I created this connector to go along with it. And this idea came from Finless Bob. It's not my idea. I got this idea from him, and I want to thank him for doing that video with this meter. I just chose to do this. I'm not really a mechanic per se, but I was a science teacher, so high school science teacher, so that helps a whole lot. We're going to put this meter in, and here are the connectors. This is the old gauge that was in there. It was my temperature gauge, and I have the other fuel gauge. I'm going to keep these, just in case I have to put them back in. But we're going to go ahead and make these connections. And I have the gauge installed and mounted onto the dash bracket. And next we're going to make the connections. The connections are going to be, you can see them here. This is positive, and the ground goes in the middle. How do I know that? Because I did the same thing over here when I connected my USB, thanks to JT from Spyder Lovers. All right, I have everything hooked up and installed, so we're going to try it, see how it works. And as you can see, it powers up nicely. And see if I get a close look at the voltmeter here. And straighten this up. And that's it. The voltmeter works. And with the yellow wire, you'll probably see it power down. If you look at Spyder Lovers and look into the forums on this, you'll see there is a lot of information about the yellow wire on this particular voltmeter.